Roland,
Room.
what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is not accomplishing what I set out to accomplish ever since I was a child.
Which is what?
That would be in some way, shape or form, provide for my family like if we had a father figure. Never really had a father figure.
What was your reason for his absence?
I don't know. I don't really know why he wasn't around. To me, I used to ask myself why. So then the kind of answers I would have come up with in my own head was he just have his own thing to do. That's the best response or thing I could come up with so that I wouldn't get vexed with him. Because as a man, I have my own thing to do. Sometimes my family can't really get in contact with me. It isn't bound to be for 28 to 29 years. But it's cool people that things to do. We lie, man. We talk, drink a 2 beer. He's come up, he's checked me, He's checked me every now and again when I get my accident, 2 accidents. Yeah, wrong. It's just is a serious thing when that's not really wrong from young coming up to have a certain type of stability in your life, to teach you certain things. Then you will look for it elsewhere now. And you find it. It's just where you go find. I find why I had to find my strengths, my weaknesses, my everything in the street. Well, I mean in the street, not like, I'm in the street every day, but there are a lot of people just like me who would have go through similar situations and don't have people to talk to and these kind of things. So then we would kind of be each other's keeper then and talk and, you know what I mean? Yeah, so they would have strengthened me, I would have strengthened them.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Kelly Village, Caroni.
Would you say that had any influence in how you see life and what your perspective is on life?
Growing up in Kelly Village, Caroni would definitely. I've been to a lot of places all over Trinidad, and I wouldn't have preferred to grow up anywhere else because I remember being small and telling myself, like, I wonder if inside the radio have little people singing and playing. I just didn't know nothing, how much technology and thing around when I was small. So I grew up in a village. I would have been in Caroni River 24/7, as brown and dirty as the water is. I inside that I catching fish, I throw in net, I set in fish pot. I would go and do little farming and gardening and thing with some of my neighbors, some of my friends and thing. It was a close community, so everybody kind of know each other. So I'd just find things around the community to do, because likewise, it was no big education thing where we come from. It was just either you learn a trade. You know, you ain't good at the school thing, learn a trade, or get good in your sports or whatever, I guess. So I try the sports. I love gardening and thing. It kind of take my mind away from life, and I just had time to just sit down and plant a whole row and a whole bed or something going up. Yeah, nothing else to think about. That was one. And being in the river, I guess. I love to swim. Football, cricket in the mosque. Grew up around a lot of different ethnicities too, so it's always a balance, Somewhere you go, so you can't eat pork, because the religion eating pork, them eating beef. I might be eating everything at a point in time. That's just a kind of culture splash, I would say. That you can't really be racist or wrong and thing, because my best friend born and grew 3 days after me, I Vera Gunanan. He born on the 25th of February, I born on the 22nd of February. Vera Gunanan Indian. I mix up and blend up and all kind of thing, and I had to, mother and father was like my mother and father, and my mother was like his mother in a sense. And he place is my place is his place. I listen in chutney since I small. Coming up, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I kind of find, I can't really say I missed the relationship with my father and thing, because my mother was always there for me. If my mother not there for me, my sister there for me. My little brother was like my little soldier, and I had the soldiers around, not blood related, but Yeah, them there for me, I there for them. I can't really explain it, you know. Kind of how I grew up. I learned the land. I learned my sports and in the same way I had a real close connection with villagers because we didn't have technology, electricity come to we late, cable come to we real late, father. Real late. So you didn't really have none of that. As TV6 closed enough at whatever time when the thing shut down and then when it opened back up in the morning. And you take it just few hours we had TV. So to see where real people reach right now and all from Kelly Village is really make me proud. Because we doesn't have all of that. Like past few days, all kind of doctor office and surgical thing on this side, pharmacy open up here and thing. We was a little village. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and then they just be proud too when they be like, boy, Ram boy, it's come a Ram down this, boy, Ram boy. You know what I mean? I seen you all over the place doing thing. And them was there when I was telling them, I feel like going and try this music thing, you know, thing, and couple laugh and thing, and then couple was like, yeah, do your thing. So then I go back now, some of them just want to hear things, some of them say, I see you here, there, you know what I mean? So, as I say earlier, I know that sometimes you just have to live life to see how it is unfold. But you just never really know, you know what I mean? Kind of way.
What was it like growing up, you know, seeing your mom by herself trying to raise a family with the help of your grandfather?
I didn't really understand it when I was that young, you know. I might think to myself that I was my mother's favorite child. For sure. Because everybody loves she and thing, you know. If the cat loves she like I love she. I think I had the age to understand and know what that love is now. My little brother still finding out that, and my sister is a daughter to my mother now. So she go through her own emotions and wherever when it comes to family and thing, I go through my own emotions. The same way as my mother's son, that is 28, soon to be 29, who at the age to understand what she sacrificed. And so like I don't treat her no kind of way, but just give she that love as much as I could. It's only after I get older and really realize what this thing really about and how hard it really is to pull certain things together for people that depending on you. That is when you know what sacrifice really is now. So I wouldn't really say I understand that from when I was younger, which would have make me act out and move certain kind of way. But now that I understand it is why I really just want to give back. I believe I'm working on for the past 15 years. I believe in it that much. So the same sacrifice is the same sacrifice. I'm not seeing my family and I pray to God I see them like as I would like to. Like I pray to God everything will work. So I could really get to see them the way I want to see them and don't see them no other way now. But that is a real dread sacrifice people mightn't understand.
What was that conversation like when she said, you know, Rheon, I'm going to leave here, I feel alright and also I'm going with your brother?
I just turned 18. And it was supposed to happen when I was around 17 to sign me up, me and my little brother, because we were minors at the point in time. And then it just so happened I turned 18 and I was like, nice, stay in. I'd already fallen in love with music and thing too. As I was always tell girl and thing too, music is my first love, so you just a side chick, you know. I really can't lie. I would be in the studio later hours and I mightn't be with you later hours and I'll be performing later hours. I ain't gonna be with you. I would try and spend that time too, but you have to understand this what I really love. If you don't understand that, you can't love me and I can't love you. Same straight up. Family, I know that I understand that. I can't fight it.
Do you ever think about the decision to not go and wonder what if you did go?
I really wonder what if, because as I say, everything I accomplished thus far, I happy with the music I just make, you know. And that's the most important thing to me. So I might go across there young. I ain't gonna say I develop and get smart just so I smart since I'm small, you know. So the same music I might take it and I'll develop it across there as well. But what would that be the cultural aspect of it? You know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to develop. So it don't bother me in the slightest. I'm comfortable. Can't lie. You know, sometimes you're in a lime and the whole lime pumping and all your friends having a time, but you want to take a smoke, so you just pull yourself away from the lime. That in itself, the kill the lime. That is how music is. It kind of take me away from relationships, take me away from family life, and in a, sorry to say, in a real dread sense, like I don't even really study it that much, but being truthful. And those who love and understand me know that I love this and understand that. And that is about it, because it take me away from my family a lot. A lot. I do have that type of relationship where we just talk and we cool and think, hey, what we do it today? Like, we bust a pot or everything. You call me, I can't make it. I might genuinely just want to sleep because I was working the night before. Not necessarily I had to work, you know. I was working the night before, I just can't make it.
So how is it any times where you do get to spend time with them? How does that work out?
When I really get to spend time with them, sometimes it be weird to me. Sometimes it be just real sweet and just euphoric. Like, what's this? This is my family. Especially like when my mom come down and thing, and like I could actually see my mom face to face, and then see my sister, but I ain't see my brother since he leave. You know? So I know what that could be like. You beat my person when you come back. I'll do it to him when he was younger.
You've met a lot of different people. You've encountered a lot of different scenarios, different situations.
I am. I fight constantly with having to provide for big men. People who I know love this craft and wouldn't spend the money behind it. You have to pay for current, you have to pay for rent, you have to have a vehicle or two available for you and your team to move. That vehicle had to get gas. I could break this thing right down to the T because I spend all my money on it. All my money. I just paid $3,000 just now. They just get a little weight off my shoulder to know my rent something and I get. That is one of my biggest challenges because I have a heart and I'm people say my heart big now. So I love my brothers and I want to see them take the talent and turn it into something. I always provide for that. I don't know why I'm not so bad mind. I wish I was bad mind, so and that's about to go from fucking I'm sorry. But I can't do it. I love them. And they go learn. As I say, you just never know. Things and time has changed, people has changed.
What is the greatest loss you've ever encountered?
But in actual life, I lose family. I lose relationships. I lose friends. Them was my greatest losses because that's people who really care about me, my family, my relationships. But I was all in pursuit of this. Same thing when you call music, so.
One of the things that recently happened, you got into an accident, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But that was also in light of a number of other things that was happening to you back to back. Shed a little bit of light on what you think, what has happened as a result of those things and how you're dealing with it now.
Everything I say is just a learning experience, so I really just move through not understanding what certain responsibilities and things like that, and then them things just come and hit you like BAM! And you have to work every single day and then you fall into the system and you try to figure out what the system is like, and then you come out of that, I come out of that and start to do music and start to maintain myself and then maintain the studio and maintain all my brothers and them around me and things. It's tough. But I say loyalty is loyalty. So I was gonna push myself to just work. And I just use music as the go-to as long as something go wrong. When you need a problem with friends, I sing about it. Financial problems, I sing about it. Once I could say something about it on the mic, it'll be like you went through that situation, so you could say something about it. Just make sure what you're saying had a substance, kind of way. It's comforting.
All right, Jerome.
Mm-hmm.